For today's video, we have prepared something special for you. Today you will be taking our most difficult riddles. We will be testing how intelligent you are and how creative your brain can think. I hope you're excited, because it's time to start.
One day in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon, a woman was found dead. She was killed while her husband was taking a nap in his office. The husband tells the police all that he knows. He tells them that the gardener was getting ready to leave after finishing up some work in the garden. The maid was out shopping for groceries, and that the chef was out at the park for a break. He suggests that the gardener might have come in during his work and killed his wife. After listening to the man talk, the police immediately knew he had killed his wife and arrested him for murdering her. How did they know he did it? Here's the answer. The police knew he was the murderer because he told them what everyone was doing. But he said he was taking a nap. How would he know what they were doing if he was asleep? On one eventful day, Jacob goes to sleep after an exhausting, long day of work. He turns off all the lights and falls asleep within a few seconds. Waking up from his slumber, to his shock, he finds that he has killed 100 people. From elderly couples, doctors, and even families. He does not sleepwalk and has slept all night without waking up even once. How is this possible? Here's the answer. Jacob was a lighthouse keeper. When he turned off all the lights, the sailors on the boat couldn't see where they were going and crashed into each other.
Who is this hairdresser? One day, a little girl and a hairdresser were at a salon getting ready to open. The girl was the hairdresser's daughter, but the hairdresser was not the girl's mother. Who is this hairdresser? Did they kidnap this child? Can you figure this out? Before you find out who this mysterious man is, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the video. The hairdresser is the girl's father.
Who poisoned Andrew? One day Andrew wasn't feeling well, so he went to the hospital, where his doctor prescribed him some pills. The next morning he was found unconscious. Police found someone has switched the pills and questioned 3 suspects. Dr. Benjamin. His cardiologist saw him 3 in the afternoon and wrote the prescription. Timmy, the hospital cleaner, came to clean the room at 7 a.m., found him, then called the police. Karen, his nurse, brought the pills to him at 8 that morning. Who is lying? Benjamin? Timmy? Or Karen? Before you find out who poisoned Andrew, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the video. Karen is lying. The cleaner called the police 1 hour before Karen said she gave him the pills. Ha ha ha. You know what they say about Karens.
A couple's vacation. A couple, Susan and Jake, booked an Airbnb in Miami to stay there for a couple of days. Susan booked 3 plane tickets for them. When they arrived, they went to the beach and got suntans. They had a nice time going to restaurants, museums, making sandcastles on the beach, and listening to the beach sounds. Alone. Susan had returned to the house she rented because unfortunately, her husband, Jake, had an accident and died. She told the police about it. The police contacted the travel agent she had booked the trip with. Soon they came back to Susan and arrested her for murdering her husband. How did they know she did it? Can you figure out how the police knew that Susan killed Jake before the time runs out? Before we reveal the answer, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment how you did, and share the video. Now let's see how they found out. The traveling agent revealed that Susan had only booked a one-way ticket for Jake.
How did they die? There was a chef that was a killer. He gives his new customers, Mark and Lisa, 2 cookies with a glass of milk. One item was harmless and the other was poisonous. The chef took the extra cookie with no glass of milk. The victims ate 1 cookie each with a glass of milk and died, while the chef survived. How was the chef the only survivor? Before you find out how he survived, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the video. Easy. The cookies were harmless, the poison was in the glass of milk that Mark and Lisa drank. Make sure you watch your drinks. Miguel went to have lunch at his favorite restaurant. After eating some food, he went to the bathroom and left his wallet on the table. When he came back, the wallet wasn't there. His first thought was to call the police. But he was so angry, he decided to call the goons. Goons, criminally active people you call to handle the problems you don't want the police to solve. The goons showed up at the restaurant 5 minutes later. The goons, Salty V, Catty Karen, and Killer Ken, busted into the restaurant. Nobody moved. "We have a thief to catch," said Killer Ken. The goons confronted Antonio the chef and then the lights went out. After being roughly handled, Antonio the chef said he came to the table to grab the empty glass, but didn't touch the wallet. Next the goons confronted the cleaning lady Jessica, who tried to run but the lights went out. Jessica said she swept the floor under the table and left. When the goons asked Bob and Rob the customer at the table across from Miguel, they said they didn't see anything or notice anyone near the table. The goons instantly knew who the thief was. Do you? Was it Antonio the chef? Was it Jessica the cleaning lady? Or was it Bob and Rob the customers at the table across from Miguel? But before we get to the answer, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The goons knew it couldn't have been Bob and Rob, because they seemed like they were from the hood and had the code no snitching. Was it Antonio the chef or was it Jessica the cleaning lady? It was Antonio the chef because he said he grabbed the empty glass off the table, but there was no cup on the table. It's time for a pop quiz.
Here's the question. There's a one-story house in which everything is yellow. Yellow walls, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What color are the stairs? Here's the answer. There is no color on the stairs. It's a one-story house. Melissa was relaxing in her apartment on Sunday, where she lived with 3 other people. Suddenly she heard a crash outside. She got up immediately to check what had happened. In 2 hours her roommates found out Melissa was killed. The police came to investigate the crime. Her roommates gave the following statement. Mikey said that he was out getting the mail. Angela said she had been doing laundry. Carl said he was cooking. After hearing their stories, the police knew who to arrest. Who killed Melissa, and how did the police know who to arrest? Before you find out who murdered Melissa, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the video. Mikey killed Melissa. Mail does not get delivered on Sunday.
It's time to crank up those survival skills by testing yourself with these riddles. In the end, you can see how well your detective skills are. So let's begin. Authorities in Queens, New York are on high alert after a notorious burglar, by the name of Bubba Nuts Shrimp, escaped after being caught trying to steal a prize-winning statue from the millionaire couple Jimmy and Katja. The burglar was caught by Jimmy and locked up in an empty room in a guest house that was under new construction in their backyard. His room has a dirt floor and is completely void of any accessories except for a shovel. There is an open window overlooking the hills outside. Bubba Nut Shrimp was determined to break out and escape. But the window is too high to reach, and beneath the shallow dirt floor is full of rocks. How did he escape? Here's the answer. Bubba Nut Shrimp used the shovel to make a pile of dirt that helped him reach the window. Then he climbed on the pile and easily escaped the room. It's time for a pop quiz. The young millionaire brothers from South Jamaica, Queens, Andrew and Tristan, were holding their annual charity contest. If the last contestant can get the answer right, $100,000 is the prize. Andrew started by saying when he was 8, his brother was half his age. Now, Andrew is 36 years old. How old is his brother? The answer is, his brother is 32. Half of 8 is 4, so Andrew's brother is 4 years younger. This means when Andrew is 36, his brother is still 4 years younger, so he's 32. You have been running through the jungle all night avoiding wild animals and creatures. In the morning you realized your filtered water bottle is running low. And you are in desperate need of more water to be able to make it through the jungle. You can get more water from one of 3 sources you see nearby. You see a pond to your left, a lake to your right, and a stream of water straight ahead. Which source should you get your water from to escape? Here's the answer. Most salty pond water will dehydrate you. And stagnant water is swarming with all kinds of bacteria and germs that can make you really sick. Your best option is a stream straight ahead. The stream keeps the water moving at a constant flow, making it easier for your water bottle to filter out fewer particles and bacteria. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out more fun videos from Quiz Snacks.